And let us reach out and touch one another in the name of Jesus Christ as we celebrate World AIDS Day.
Each December, members of Asbury United Methodist Church in Atlantic City, New Jersey mark World AIDS Day.
This reawakened something in me that the fight is not over.
We affirm the responsibility of the church to minister to and with these individuals and their families regardless of how the disease was contracted.
Asbury's leader, the Reverend William Williams III, worked in an AIDS research facility before becoming a pastor. So he has a unique perspective and compassion for those who feel isolated by the disease.
I was stigmatized to some degree because when people found out that I worked with HIV/AIDS, I could see a change in their persona. And so I've always had a very strong attachment to the AIDS epidemic because I know scientifically its effect on the body. And I know firsthand the stigma that it brings.
And we came here.
Atlantic City's mayor says that 20 years ago, Asbury stepped up when no other church in town was willing to open its doors to support those with AIDS. Carolyn Bishop finds comfort in this congregation. She lost a family member, a boyfriend, and a close friend to AIDS.
Asbury has always been a church connecting with people who were disconnected from others. They were one of the first churches who embraced people who had history of alcohol and drugs and were in recovery. Opened the church to people who were homeless, opened the church to people who were AIDS, and not just open them by saying, come in, because anybody can say that and not mean it, but open it to the point where they allowed them to come in and become somebody.
It's about embracing everyone despite nationality or health issues, whether they're obvious or not obvious, just embracing everyone.
John McQueen recalls an HIV-positive friend who felt accepted here.
When I saw her that Sunday, I gave her a hug and a kiss, and I told her to talk to the pastor. She spoke with him. But Asbury came through. You know, there was no difference. She was treated, she was loved.
Asbury is surrounded by casinos and commercialism. The South Jersey AIDS Alliance says the HIV prevalence rate here is 1 in 50. HIV thrives in cities with high drug use, poverty, and homelessness.
She was the mother of 6.
Member Ronald Dunn blames drug use for his sister contracting AIDS.
Although we tried to embrace her, she did her own thing, and eventually AIDS overcame her. So she was only 41 when she passed away.
You want 3 on 1?
Once a week, 300 people sit together and share a meal as part of Asbury's Touch Ministry. Another way this church reaches out to those who may feel alone.
We really do believe that the church should be a place where those on the margins, those who are ostracized, can be a part of promoting, spreading, and being agents of God's mission in the world. We truly are a church with open hearts, open doors, and open minds.
This video was brought to you by the people of the United Methodist Church through World Service donations.